All righty. So I really today I just wanted to start by telling everybody woosah because I know that a lot of people are getting stressed and overwhelmed and all this stuff by having to be prepared to do the process. Um what I want y'all to realize is that it's really the journey that's important. It's not really the bath so much. The bath is ceremonial. It's a ritual. It's meant to represent, your rebirth. So you can, if you like, do it at the end when you're about to come out and wash and just feel reborn. Or like I was suggesting, you could do it each day of the week just to refresh. But it's really just a part of the ceremony and ritual vibe, so that also not only are you clearing yourself out mentally, emotionally, you're also working on aura and energetically. That's really what the bath is, clearing your entire aura. So it's not something that you have to, feel like you have to do, or, this is your journey. You do it when it feels right for you. And when the time is right. I wasn't able to take my bath last night. I had to wait till later on or today because last night was hectic. You don't go into a spiritual cleansing if you feel chaotic and frantic. And I could feel that some of you guys were a little like frantic, I don't know what to do. And then in my house, my kids were like, mm. So I said, I'm gonna wait and I'll take my bath tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to do it today. And that's fine. All right. So I want to do some a quick intro. I already hear somebody got their mic on, so are you done? It show is. I think there is a way. All right. Well, I'm gonna read off on the paper because I was gonna say you could click in and just speak. If you don't want to be seen, I'm not gonna force you guys to turn on your camera. Of course, y'all are all grown, but just to turn on your mic, even just to say hi. My name is. I'm from, and this is why I'm on this journey. And that's really because who the heck gonna be on a spiritual journey with a bunch of ghosts? You don't know who you're on this journey with. It's just a bunch of faces or names, or you don't know who is here. And it doesn't, when you don't know who you're on a journey with, it doesn't feel like a safe space. Like if I was on you guys and I would feel like I'm not saying nothing, I ain't sharing jack because I don't know these people. So, some of you may know each other, some of you may not. Let's intro. So I'm gonna start. I guess everybody could. I don't know. I don't want to say everybody jump in. That gets chaotic. I'll give you a name, and I'm gonna read it off my paper. And now today I do have everybody's name, so it'll be like a roll call, and you just jump in. Okay. I need lotion. So starting from me, I'm Amina Hextor. Or you don't even have to say your full name, just give your name. I am Amina. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, New York, but I've been living in Statesville, North Carolina for the last 10 years. So people say I'm not a New Yorker anymore, but whatever. My father's side of the family's from Newport News, Virginia, and Bertie County here in North Carolina. So pretty much I've always been Southern City all my life. My desire from this journey, why am I on this spiritual journey this week? Why did I decide to do it? Because my life was feeling very overwhelming for the last few weeks. And it just felt like a lot of things were piling up and piling up. You ever have that feeling where it feels like no matter what you're cutting off your list of to-dos, you never feel accomplished because it's like a whole nother list. Like, okay, I finished that one. All right, now here's the one for everything I got to do in the house. All right, finish that. Now there's all the stuff I have to do for the kids. There's all the stuff I have to do for work. And it was feeling like overwhelmed. So I meditated on it and I really felt like it's time for me to cleanse. I haven't really done a cleanse and just pull my energy back from, social media, from people who are not really trying to be on the path of elevation. and just really step back and observe everything in my life and see if it's going in the direction I want it to go in, and with the tribe of people that I want to be rolling with. So that's really what inspired me this week. And what I hope to get out of this week is some peace of mind, tranquility. I'm looking for mental rest. I feel like my mind has been like a bee, a busy buzzing bee all over the place. And I just want this week to be a woosah for me. So who's at the top of my list? Let me even make sure everybody's here. I only see 6. I'm missing 2 people, so I won't shout them out then yet. Okay. So let's do this first. Oh, Dom, you're at the top. Are you here? Let me see what happens. And she got kicked off. I see she's back off again. She keeps getting kicked back off. All right. Sunshine, Mo, you are up. You want to give a little intro, where you're from, and what you want to get out of this week. What do you hope to get out of this week?
Hi everyone, I'm Sunshine. I am from Jacksonville, North Carolina, but I live in Charlotte.
Okay. And what are you hoping to get out of this week?
What I'm hoping to get out of this week is some clarity and some clairvoyance on, because I've had my sisters knocking at my door, knocking at my window, just appearing, and I am trying to get myself back focused and grounded. A lot of things have been whirlwinding around me, and I'm freaking out.
So it feels what, chaotic?
Yes, and I'm trying to get back to, yes, I'm clearing this. Yes, I'm clearing that. Yes, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing that. Now it's just like, I need a deeper cleansing. I need a deeper thing. So this is what I'm trying to get out of this. It's a deeper look, a deeper thing.
Okay. That is good. Please remember all these things y'all are saying too. If you ain't journaling, you should. Rockin' Sandy, you're up. Intro, where you're from, and what you want to get out of this week.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Sandy Rock. Yeah, I'll peek at y'all real quick. Hello.
Hey.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I live in Virginia, Gainesville now. I've been in Virginia for over 30 years, raised my family here, kids here, married, divorced here. In human services for the most part. Right now I'm on a little break. Interviews coming, and y'all send some prayers up for me.
Yeah.
This has been a journey of faith, especially this year. I left a gainful employment. I was supposed to be in school. I've been redirected. That's every time something doesn't go the way it's supposed to, I take it as a redirection.
Yeah.
And I'm here to get clarity, to be more in tune with my spiritual self. And I figure there's no better time to start than now. So thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, of course, no problem. Thank you for sharing. What I got next that's here. Look. Stacy, you're up.
Hi, everybody. My name is Stacy Ellis, and I'm originally from Queens, New York, and now I live in New Jersey, Sussex County. I hope to get out of this or go through this journey. I hope to be able to open up more and release a lot of the anger, the hurt, the disrespect that I buried inside towards family. I need to be able to open up and release what no longer serves me and disrupts my peace. If I'm alone, I'm okay. However, when persons are within my company, it's like the hurt and the despair and my peace are just ruptured and just totally chaotic. And I need to be able to channel my anger, my hurt, disrespect, and get a peace of mind.
Got it. You're definitely gonna get that this week. Hopefully that is the goal, because I'm definitely tonight we're going to start with some cord cutting anyway. So, but we'll get to that. Thanks, Stace. Sharon, you're next. Oops. Oh, here's a Fua.
She's muted.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up.
Here we go. Sorry
She's
about
muted.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of some
Hey.
chaos that I thought was going to dissipate, and I'm wrong.
Lord.
So, my God, raising kids right now is just crazy. And I just keep getting this image of my head. You know that, like, I don't know what it's called, that soul sucking image of like that skull kind of image where it's like everything's just being sucked out of you. That's how I feel. My children don't want to go to school. They don't want to do their schoolwork. And then today they got in trouble, and we have an 8:10 a.m. appointment for a mediation with the principal to see if they can even go back to school. So, so yeah, I was also fostering 5 puppies and their mom, and the puppies were leaving as of today. So I thought that would, let me back up and just say, I'm here because I'm kind of tied to you, and we have a connection through the African drum and dance community. I'm originally from New Hampshire. I live now in Atlanta. I really want to refocus, and I thought this was really a good time, especially with this kind of with the puppies going, and there's some things I really wanna center and focus on. And then I thought today would be the right point, and I was clearly wrong about that. And I just need to let go and accept the fact that I don't decide these things.
Things happen. And I said when y'all start cleansing, that all the tests, you're gonna get hit with more stuff. But yeah, that's for you to be stronger on the other side, I feel. Definitely. So happy, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, who do I have? And Tanya, you're next. On a four, I'll get to you. We're just doing self intros. You didn't miss
Okay,
it.
here I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, you already know that I'm gonna have to start. The whole like physical stuff. But I'm still intentional mentally about what you're taking us through. So even though I didn't get to do my birthing, the water, but I still feel like I'm going through something because I don't want to say test or anything, but because I'm being intentional about the fact that I want to clear some things, I want to get some clarity, I want to release. I know it's happening. And it really goes all the way back to just to my reading that you did for me, which I really would love to talk to you about it at some point, because it's all connected, like in such a way that I know the word was I needed to pause, but I didn't know that something was going to make me pause. And so in the process, this process that I'm have to go through, because it's been life-changing. It's out of my control. And I know I have to shift my thinking in order to be able to get through it and see the other side. And I do have to make some decisions, some really hard decisions. And so my hope is that I know that I will get the answer. And
Yes.
I grew up in Philadelphia. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina from, originally. I lived as long as I've lived in Philly here. So
Okay.
season. So, but anyway, yeah, so I really just want some clarity, and I want to release some things that I know that have been contributing factors of what I'm actually dealing with right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but I'm looking forward to it all.
Yes, I'm happy you're here too. I'm so happy everybody that signed up you're exactly where you're supposed to be at the time you're supposed to be here. So whether you did the bath, whether you did everything, you're still here. You're going through the process. And so, yeah, you're going to get whatever you set your intention for. That's what I believe, So
Yeah.
That's the power behind the journey. It's your intention.
Right. So thank you.
And thank you for being here and sharing your energy, Okay. Before you're here, let me just make sure before I call other people. But thank you, LaTanya, for sharing. Before if you're here, it's just introing yourself, where you're from, and what you want to get out of this journey this week. And then Lay, you're after her.
Hi, I'm Afua. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, but live in Brooklyn, New York for a long time. I'm an artist and I'm a designer, and most of the things that I'm trying to work on is this process is being my authentic self, being comfortable with showing my work and being confident about it, releasing a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities, releasing trying to release people as well that don't belong in my energies at this moment. And also just trying to listen to more to my rely on a lot of my ancestors and their messages, and have a stronger connection with those that have passed away, had a lot of deaths in the family in the past 3 years. So just really trying to maintain some kind of spiritual connection, as well as lineage, and just trying to create a legacy, basically, for future generations. And
Yes,
I did I did wear something light. It wasn't all white. I
That's
kind of
fine.
can,
I
I
like
got
your
away with
hair
that.
too. Yeah, it's
Thank you. I
nice.
have my head wrapped too. I just bought a
That's
white
fine.
one.
You're in the house
So,
now. You're home.
yeah. So I'm excited for this, and I actually even had a coworker interested in doing it too. Um, Getting her interested in a cleansing. One of the things I've noticed already, talking about energies and stuff, and one of the not to do's, which is like no contact with the opposite sex. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay, that's fine. I'm not in a relationship or anything, but that energy was like, like somebody tried to hug me at work, and I was like, oh, like I can't hug you because can't have contact with the opposite sex, and then I have to like explain I'm doing the spiritual cleanse, blah blah blah. They're like, okay, I was like pound, from
Yeah.
across the room,
You
you
should
know,
have right. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, that was it, and yeah, I felt like a lot of, but I also felt a little bit I don't know, discouraged today too. Like all of my uh, my I guess shadow things were coming out. Besides that was like also the sugar, because somebody's birthday was today in the office, and then they had cakes and
Good
pastries and
Lord.
all kinds of stuff, and I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, the only thing I really did right was maybe dress in light clothing and not have contact with like the opposite sex. But
Well, I'll say it's the only thing you did right, because pretty much you're on your journey.
I'm
This
on
is,
my journey.
you just have to, when you're ready to do it, according to the steam, because this is more
Mhm.
esteem. I wouldn't say self-created cleansing, because it was taught to me by somebody who is practicing Yoruba, and they was like, "You're not
Mm,
initiated, but I can give you a cleansing. I can tell you
yeah.
how to cleanse without being initiated," and that's where this stemmed from. So I always tailored it to myself. Now, cheating, you do have to watch that.
Yeah.
I used to drink, I used to smoke, and so you know, I used to be in white sometimes, and I would end up, that would be my test every time. So I had someone came into town. She's in dance and drum circles, so I can say her name. She had came into town, and I had a dance school still at the time. And after hours, we would party in there sometimes. So she's in there drumming, and we partying, and she pulls out weed, marijuana. So I'm sitting there in my all white while everybody's smoking around me. And oh my God, it was so hard that I made an excuse for myself that day and told her, like, oh, girl, I just started it. So yeah, let's just give me some. And she's like, you sure? I don't want to be the one that like messes your cleansing up. I was like, no. And then I swear I felt so bad for the rest of the 7 days. I just took off my white, like, you ruined it. You killed it. But something as far as your diet, that's not, that's um if you really want to do an inner cleansing, like your health wise as well. That's why I was saying, try to avoid junk foods, then you'll do an all around cleanse. But otherwise, that's not a part of it. You can eat what you want, so don't worry about that. Now, the contact from men in your family, fine. The men or opposite sex that you don't know, even those that identify as a man, even if it's, they weren't born a man, you still have to, because you never know what they're coming with the hug. And that's what, they taught me spiritually. They were like, it would be okay. I know you said it's your friend, but sometimes you never know, if the hug is more, and, you're a baby. So you have to protect your energy. And that's just about it. But I think you did fine. You look lighter. So don't worry about it. And everything else, we're gonna work out. If shadow stuff is creeping up, it's because this is the first day of shadow work. Just so y'all know. It's the first day I set that intention. So y'all probably might have been getting faced with a lot of stuff, like, oh God, it's time to clear energy. Um, So thanks, Afua, for sharing. And is everybody here? See, if you want to, you can. Usually because traditionally, I guess, when you would go through a cleansing, you were kind of more sheltered than being able to go out and go to work and go do things. So it was more so beware of the opposite sex because you don't want to be tempted if you're into the opposite sex. But times have changed, and you can actually go out while you're cleansing. They don't make you stay in the house for the 7 days. You know, we're not in Yoruba land. We're here in the, you're here wherever you live. So you tailor it to what you feel. I would say when it comes to the same sex, just use discernment. You know what I'm saying? You can pick up vibes, especially when you're going through a cleansing. You can tell even if it's someone of the same sex coming at you and they want to embrace and you're like, if something in you feels like, you can just say, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, I'm cleansing today, this week. So I'm protecting my energy, my space right now, and nothing against you, but you know how many times I had to explain that? In my own neighborhood, I'll be outside trying to do it in my early 20s, and 20-something-year-olds coming up to me like, you getting married? Why you got on all white? What you doing? I can't touch you today? Lord. But, I always knew who I would be okay with. I even had opposite sex people in my family that I would be like, well, I'm in white. I don't care if we blood. Nope. So I guess gender doesn't really matter. I would say go with use your discernment. Okay. Lay, you ready? I don't see Dom. She was here and she disappeared. Okay. So Lay, you'll be the last one. Then I want to keep going. You're welcome. Lay, are you here? Are you able to get on or turn your mic on or whatever?
Oh, my mic is off.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah, it looks nice too. Everybody look nice with their natural.
Oh, thank you. I was actually getting it cut. That's why I'm not in my white or light colors. But hey, everybody, my name is Lay. I'm from New York originally. I moved to North Carolina about 10 years ago. I decided to do this session or these courses with you guys because I wanted to heighten where I was at and elevate further and cleanse myself, purge, and start fresh all over again. So I used to have locks and I just cut them off. So yeah, I'm starting fresh with everything. I mean, I always cut off my locks, but it was about that time. And I'll probably wind up growing them back, but yeah. So that's about it.
That'd be a new beginning, new energy growing that time. Girl, I you know how many times I cut my locks. Dude. I used to cut my locks because of relationships. I used to feel like the person was in my hair. So I had to chop off the locks so I could get rid of them.
Okay.
But now we have cord cutting knowledge, so I don't have to cut all the cords out my head. We are going to do it I was gonna say virtually. I mean spiritually. We're gonna do it from a spiritual sense. So I was missing one person. I don't think she was getting a good connection. She kept getting on and off and getting kicked off. But Dominique is the other sister that's a part of the group. And she's originally from Queens, New York. She lives in Brooklyn, New York right now. She's also a dancer. Well, she's a former dancer. And I don't know why she's on the journey, but I'm just glad she's here. So we're gonna move into cord cutting because I have a few things I want to do. We're gonna do a quick cord cutting. This is the beginning because cord cutting can be very emotionally draining. I'm gonna take y'all through it little by little. I recently, probably last year, it took me quite some time to cut the cord of someone that I had been in a relationship with. Even after the relationship was over and I'm in other relationships, this person was still in my energy. Like would find me whenever they needed me, would call me, and I was always available and always there. And for 20 years, this was going on. And I'm miserable, mind you. It's an emotional roller coaster with this person and my energy. But there was something in, I guess, and this is where you guys have to look too. Sometimes when you have people that are attached to your energy that you don't want attached, you have to look at what in you feels like you need them in your energy. And though this person, and this was a love relationship, this person was probably the worst heartache I ever went through in my life. I'm still dealing with them. Why? So, like, I had to really stop and think to myself, like, it makes me feel good that this person wants me when they want me. For 20 years, it's like, I had to check myself, like, you know what? I'm about to be unavailable, and that's going to be it, you know? And it took me some time, and I wasn't slow with my process. So it was very painful when I did it. The first time I did it through a meditation. The second time I did it through movement. Movement was a lot more graceful. So I'm starting with you guys. We're going to do what I call steam while seated. So you don't even have to stand, but it is arm work and visualization. So you can either visualize with your eyes open, which is like imagining you're seeing what I'm telling you, or you can close your eyes and just see in your mind's eye what I'm going to tell you guys when I get to it. Because starting from going deep within and not first working with the surface energy, it kind of can put you into a depression. Because when someone or something has been in your energy for a long time, and then all of a sudden you're detaching from it, it can be painful, even though you might not want that person attached to you anymore. You had them attached at some point. So there was some kind of magnetism between you at some point, even if it's a family member. Like, I weighed my options today. Do I need to cut cords with my dad? He's been a little bit of a trigger in my life for a long time. And then I told myself, no. You know, he's an elder now, and I'm gonna, you know, we could work things out. But sometimes you have to cut cords with blood relatives who are just not healthy for you, and you just have to face that. And that's not something easy to face. You know, it's really not easy. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, cord cutting is not just for disconnecting from people. You can also use cord cutting to disconnect from situations. Sometimes you're plagued by a situation that has occurred. Sometimes it's a situation that keeps arising either in your mind or other people will keep bringing it up. Like, you know, and keep making you relive the same thing. Remember when you did that? Remember when that happened though? And so now it becomes who you are. For example, say you had a situation that happened and you lost your temper. Now everybody looks at you like, oh, she got a temper problem. And that's your label. And you start to end up becoming that situation. Every time you come around people, they remind you, oh, let me not do that with you because your temper, you know, and you could be in a good mood. But now they're attaching that to your vibe. And after a while, you start to become it. Yeah, I'm the one with the temper, so now I can always have a temper. Or you're the depressed one, you know, because you're in a situation where somebody really, really made you sad and depressed. And now it's like, oh, are you in a good mood today? Because remember yesterday when I was talking to you and you were like this and your energy was, you know, you was really down. And they keep making you relive the situation. So sometimes you have to separate yourself from a situation and release yourself from that. It happened. I forgive myself and I'm letting it go. You know, it happened. I'm forgiving myself and I'm going to let it go. And if there's other people involved, okay, I'm about to go somewhere else. But when it comes to forgiveness for me, I always have forgiveness and reconciliation as two different things. I feel like some people, yeah, we could reconcile, meaning we could be cordial, but maybe I just feel like what you did hurt me so bad. I don't see where I'm going to want to give you more time to try to repeat it again. Just go do your healing. And in the meantime, we'll be cool. And then there's forgiveness, where it's like, I completely forgive you for everything you did. Let's rebuild our relationship we had before. And, I'm good. For me, I've always teeter-tottered between that. People would say you have to forgive for yourself. And a lot of times I felt like forgiveness was for the other person. I was like, forgive for me. I just don't see the logic in it. I still don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see the logic in it. I feel like let the deed match the response. That's always been me. But at the same time, I say, don't match the response. Don't match by doing exactly what was done to you, but being able to say, okay, energy retracted, I'm good. And I don't hate you. I don't wish you ill. To not forgive someone doesn't mean you hate them, you want them to, bad things to happen. To cut cords with somebody doesn't mean I hope bad things happen to this person or go away and you're horrible. And no, it just means you ain't healthy for me right now. You're just not healthy for where I'm going and what I want to do and the energy you're bringing into my life. And so I have to release you. And that's it. Easier said than done. But we're gonna start today, and this even goes for a lot of things. If you want to purge bad habits, personas that you have over your head, things like that. Just this is the time to do it. So let me get and after this, we're gonna do a quick read, and you'll get your affirmations, and then I'll go to the light workers after. I'm gonna just call y'all VIPs. I hate saying I'm gonna do the light workers last. Everybody here is a light worker. So, just because you didn't pay the extra money for the reads at the end, you're still a light worker. Okay. If you're here in my here with me, that's what my intent is always to call in those that are meant to be of some kind of service in this world. So, even if they're not there yet, that spark is there. I want that person on my team. So we are going to heal a little bit of inner child wounds with this. What I want you guys to do, and you don't have to get up. I really don't have a good chair for this because the armrests are going to make it difficult for me to do certain things downwards. But the main movements, mind you, there are 3 movements and you will repeat them 3 times, but it's going to be slow because you want to move the energy. So what I'm kind of teaching you in a way is a form of Reiki, some people would say, because you're going to be shifting the energy within your body with your hands. And that's the main focus is your hands in this dance, this seated dance. Okay. So the first movement you're going to do is it's the same as the steam routine, which we did yesterday. You're going to take up this energy in, but it's not going to go all the way up past the crown. You're going to take it up to the heart center because that's what we're going to be clearing today. And when it gets to the heart, you are going to clear the heart and just feel, even if you feel the warmth under your palms, feel the energy as you're moving it down. And don't stop it at the womb, okay? Move it all the way down and clear it. Make sure that's important because for women, a lot of your stuff gets suppressed in the womb. When you feel like you want to spaz on somebody and you was like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing, you just pushed it down. When you feel like, oh man, I want to tell this person something about themselves, but I'm not going to say it today, pushed it down. And where does it sit? Down in the womb. You end up with stomach problems. You're wondering why, you have issues down here, but it's where we store a lot of our stuff. And then we lock up here. People think it's stored here. No, we put a lock here and everything else is pushed down. So what you want to make sure you do is you really make sure you clear that energy. Okay. You're taking in new energy. You're clearing the old. Taking in the new, clear out that old energy. Okay. Now, the next part you're doing 3 times to the right and to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And this is where you are actually visualizing the person, people, or incident that you are removing from your energy. Your hand starts at the heart center for the right side, and you're going to gather that energy as if you're feeling it. And you should feel it almost in your heart because there's energy all around you. And that pain, just feel yourself remembering for a moment, because we're not going to dwell in it, because once you remember, you're going to let it go and watch it go. Let it go and watch it go. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. Gather up as much as you can muster. You might even feel like you're moving this pain from out of your heart center, and you're going to let it go. And that's both sides 3 times. The last movement is sending, and this works best for when you're cutting off people. You literally are going to gather up from here and release their energy and clear it out. And you're going to do the same thing 3 times. And the more that this has been attached to your energy, the harder you may feel with lifting that energy. Feel the weight of what you've been carrying for so long, and then just send it out. And where you are sending this energy out is into the universe. Your ancestors are with you on this journey. You got Mama Earth energy beneath your feet, which is where you're gathering up that courage and strength and stability, because Earth represents that foundation and stability. And just letting go and letting God and letting your guides and letting your ancestors and letting everybody on your spiritual team take this for you. Archangels, whomever, letting them take it. Deities, whoever, ascended masters, light beings, okay? They are at your disposal. Whatever you feel most attached to, animal spirit guides even, may even be in your energy, helping you to have the strength to do this. So I'm gonna put on the music, okay? And you can watch me and follow me through the process. Hopefully I don't get emotional. Or you can close your eyes and listen. I will guide you through the first time you do the move, and then let you move the 2 times in silence, because I don't want to be interfering with what your work you're doing on the inner. So I will guide you through the first time, like, okay, gather it up and clear it out. And then after that, you do it the 2 times, 2 more times on your own. Same thing here. I'll say gather it up in your heart, right side. So you know we're up to that. If you have your eyes closed, left side, you know. And then the next 2 you do on your own. And then the last one, I will tell you again, gather up that energy. And usually this part, I'm usually saying, I don't want it anymore. And that's kind of what you should be thinking. I'm good. I don't want this anymore. I don't want it anymore. All right. The feeling, cut the cords on the feelings. I don't want to feel this anymore. Okay. So let me go. I know for me, I'm cutting cords on a person and on a feeling. For me, I think one of my main things when it comes to cutting off a feeling is the worth and value, and not really being secure in it and feeling like, you know, like maybe I undervalue myself a lot. So that is an energy I want to let go of, and that stems from a person. So I am cutting some cords with you guys. And I use this music by Melan. It's called Under the Full Moon, which is ironic, full moon on Saturday. So I do want you guys to give yourself some grace, because we are in a eclipse month. This is eclipse season. we're about to have a lunar eclipse on Saturday, in the full moon of Taurus. But Taurus is a good house to be in. I'll just add that. The sign of Taurus is the house of gain and wealth. So that means there is a lot of energy coming in where you can make some money and prosper. That's what this full moon supposed to be revealing if you are in tune. So here we go. Get yourself comfortable. If you want to get some sage, get some sage. Oh, that's your sign? Okay. So it's probably gonna be even more potent for you, you know, in the sign. If that's your sign, you're gonna feel it even more. Okay. But I wanted to let you guys know so you could start setting intentions in that area too. That's the energy that we're in right now. So if you need some extra money, set some intentions, you know, maybe when you meditate in the morning or you say affirmations, just throw that in there. I'm open to the abundance of the universe. Bring in the prosperity. And my spiritualists, my light workers, don't be afraid to call to seek prosperity. That's something I've been trying to teach light workers a lot lately, because most in my own light tribe undervalue themselves, don't want to ask people for anything. And we do a lot for people, and then we won't ask for anything in return. And then we're sometimes feeling like, well, dang, you know, I got used, or whatever the case may be. But we have to learn how to just say what we want, what we're worth, and not wait till it gets to the point where, you know, either we're feeling now like we don't have value, or what we do for people has no value, or we look at the person like they're a piece of duty, you know, one or the other. So we have to start to really not be afraid of wanting prosperity. It's a spiritual thing to be prosperous. You know what I'm saying? It's not a negative thing to be prosperous. You know, how the heck half of y'all wouldn't be able to get the stuff that you needed to do your spiritual work if you ain't have no money. You know, that hinders spiritual work. So you do have a right to request prosperity. It's okay. And now it's just a side note. Somebody need to hear that. I don't know. All right, guys, let's take a deep breath in before we start. In through your mouth, just in. Exhale through your mouth. Another deep breath in. And out. Take one more in, taking in some energy, some love from your guides that are here supporting you, and exhale and release any stress, any worries, any tension that might be in your body. Just let it go all the way down to your feet, out the bottoms of your feet. Just release it out into the universe. And let's begin. And gather the energy up. Breathe in as you do it. Up to your heart. Exhale and send it out, down, 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 down. Clear it. Clear it out your space. Again. And out. Repeat. And clear the memories out. Just send them down. And let it go. Even if it's recent, let those memories go. And we're going to the right side. gather up that energy and visually see this person, feel their energy as you are detaching yourself from them or the situation and letting it go. Exhale on the release. Left side. Let it go. Yes, it may feel like it's saying farewell, but you are. Right side. There's no more room for this. No more room for it in your heart. And let it go. Left side. Let it go. Let them. Last time, right side. Heart. Just release them. They no longer serve a purpose in your energy, what they bring. Left side. Put this forward. You're sending them off with blessings. We don't send anybody off with hate in our hearts. Release and let them go with love. Take that energy back up to your heart. We're going to send it away. Let it go. Again. This energy will no longer have an effect on you. Let it go. Let it. You don't need it. And again, taking that love for your ancestors and release, send away any energy that just is not feeling good. Let it go. I'll do one more clearing. Breathe in. Up to the heart. Suppress and clear. No longer suppressing. We're pushing it down and out. 2 more times. Yeah. Clear. To the right, one last time. I'm gonna do each side just to clear out any leftover energy that you just need to let go and release. Left. Let it go. One, two, three, send it away, send it away, just breathe in. Let this away. In. Away. Put it behind you. Last one. Send it away. Your hands face up on your laps. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. Exhale and feel yourself lighten up as you release the emotions that have been bottled up. Take another deep breath in and feel no guilt. Feel guilt when you don't care for you. Exhale and release any energy that is burdening. Yes, mamas, even the energy of the kids. Taking another deep breath. Exhale and let everything go. Nothing is more important than your health and your healing. Nothing is more important than your health and your healing. Nothing is more important than your health and your healing. Slowly return to the space you're in. Move through your feet. Rub the tops of your legs. Sitting for a while. And give yourself some love. You did the work. You're doing the work. With love from your higher self. Your higher self. All right. Well, I didn't want to get emotional, but that happened. If you had your eyes closed, you can open them. Sometimes you think you worked through something enough already, and then you realize, not yet. You just still got some work to do. Okay. Those that want to use that music, they want to do that again. Of course, you'll have the replay. Her name's Maylon, MEI space LAN, and it is called Beautiful Sleep Music Under the Full Moon. This is my purge music. She does angelic singing and crystal bowl healing, sound healing, and her music just always carries me there. Like I just feel like I'm floating. So anyway, I went over time. I wanted to cut it at one point. I wasn't gonna repeat, but the guidance I was getting was no, carry on. So just put in the chat, how do you feel? After that process, I'm going to shuffle the cards and get ready to do a quick pick a card for you guys and then give you your affirmations. But I would love to know, how did you feel with the clearing? Do you feel like it was you feel like you made a good beginning? Do you feel like it was very difficult? Do you feel like you struggled to really focus and let go and release? I say for me, I saw perfectly what I was letting go of in my mind's eye. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. Yeah, lighter and at ease. I think I do feel that like a little bit more at ease, less anxious energy. And I actually started to feel, some compassion for the ones I was disconnecting from just disconnecting my energy from. I started to feel like, boy, oh, you was happy, like, see y'all later. I need to visualize like that. Instead, here I am feeling sorry for people like, oh. We are going to do a quick pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. And I am going to pull, what am I going to pull? I thought I already knew. Oh, wrong. Oh, sorry, Sandy, I didn't see that in codependency recovery. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I was releasing someone that I feel a codependency to myself. I think it goes both ways, honestly. And so I was really trying to stop feeling guilty and insecure and afraid and let it go. All right, so I'm going to show you guys 3 cards. You can choose by the card that you feel drawn to or the number 1, 2, or 3. Then you're going to get a card from the deck called Sacred Rebels Oracle, and it's going to let you know what huge shift is your cleansing journey ushering in to your life next. Yeah, what huge shift is coming into your life next? Will come from here, and then before you all go, you're gonna get your affirmation card pulled from the Soulful Woman deck tonight. So this is a quickie here. Okay, this is going to represent message number 1 is the element of air. If you feel drawn to air or the number 1, that could be your message. Number 2 is represented by the card that says teacher guide. If you feel like that's where your message is, where your huge shift message is going to come from, then that's your pal. And number 3 is the card that has the words on it that most of us will not like. Divine timing. You know, what you're all waiting on. So if you feel drawn to that card, then choose number 3. So moving on, if you feel drawn to air. So your overall message and what you're shifting at this time is your overthinking. My airs, my ones, you have to stop overthinking and start communicating. Perhaps you keep a lot of stuff in your mind. Maybe you overthink stuff to the point where, it could hinder you from doing things. And they're like, if you are not clear on something, communicate, speak up, don't just sit in your head with it. So your communication is going to shift. That's what's coming in for you at this time, is a shift in how you communicate. And in the world, not of the world, you're going to start to express yourself and not have fear. You're in this world, but you if you were drawn to one, you are a very unique being. You're meant to go against the current, like a salmon almost. You are very original, and not everybody's gonna get you. So you have to realize that. And a huge shift that's coming in for you is that you're going to start to realize and live your best life. And I guess that's where you're going to start speaking up and not caring what anybody thinks, because you know you're in this world, but you are like some kind of otherworldly energy. You're some kind of otherworldly fierce energy, and you're here for a purpose that's meant to bring change, not to blend and be in the norm. All right, so that's about to shift for you. If you were drawn to 2, you had teacher guide. All right. So it's shifting for you. What's going to come in quick is that you're going to be learning some things, but they want you to remember to take breaks. Yeah, you're going to be learning so many things during this journey, this week, and things, and even after. Now that you've opened the door, you're going to start to be exposed to more stuff that's going to elevate you spiritually, but at the same time, don't overdo it. Remember to rest. Maybe you're already doing stuff in school or learning or trainings, and they're saying, just remember to rest. All right. That was a note to my 2s. So what you are shifting, big, bold vision. So the energy shift that's coming in for you is that you're going to start to really work on the ideas you have. Maybe you've been a little bit stagnant in doing it. Maybe you didn't think you're going to get a big response, whatever the worries may have been, people judging whatever it is you want to do. The shift that's coming for you is you're going to feel a push to get your vision out there, to do whatever it is that you feel called to do. Okay, so maybe you're learning a lot of things now so that you can be able to be confident and do whatever this big, bold vision is. All right. Dang, I should have been nosy and told y'all to put y'all choices in the chat. All right, and number 3, if you were drawn to 3, divine timing. Let go of your timeline. Spirit has a plan. So pretty much this is literally source energy, the divine coming through to tell you, stop trying to rush things. Stop trying to control things. At this time, you ain't the captain of the ship. You're a co-captain. The creator is guiding you right now. And that's what it is. Wow, you chose 1 and it's talking about communication, and I just said your throat chakra. All right, so that you in sync. That's your path. That was your path. All right. So my 3s, yeah, Spirit has a plan for you. You just got to go with the flow at this time. The huge shift that's coming in is coming in through source energy. So source is like, relax, I got this. And what's shifting for you at this time, we have visions of life beyond death. Interesting card, my 3s. You're forcing me to take a peek. I'm like, I don't recall getting this card before. Who the heck chose 3? Stop. Okay, I got it. Wow. Okay, so I was on point with what I thought. Okay, so my 3s, the huge shift that's coming in for you is your inner knowing. Your third eye is opening up. No, okay, well, there you go, Stacey. Visions of life beyond death has to do with your inner knowing opening up, you becoming more awakened and aware. And when divine timing is saying let go of your timeline, Spirit has a plan, it pretty much means you're being guided at this time. You're being intuitively led. And with this card here is a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in you from experiences that now you can bring, well, a lot of knowledge that you can now create wisdom out of. So you'll know how to do things differently and move forward differently. But yeah, you're gonna maybe be someone that's gonna really be having some psychic feelings, or just people are gonna feel like you are. People might feel like you see right through them, you know, even though they'll still try to pull one over them, you know. So that's what's shifting for you, where maybe you could not see, you're going to start to really trust your inner knowing and see. Interesting.